back for the Pivot Table How Do I series, and what we're going to cover in this topic is how to format the pivot table and using some of the built-in design features. So in this particular example, I have my product name labeling the row and my country labeling the columns with the sum of the extended price showing in the values, and only the two countries here have been filtered down for the UK and the USA. So there is a filter on the country, as you can see with that filter symbol. So some nice easy ways to edit this. First of all, some of the things we can quickly change, like the words row labels and column labels, we can go ahead and get rid of those by unchecking the field headers right there, and those go away, and that cleans it up just a hair. If I go to design, we also may decide that I don't need grand totals for each product. I only need them down here for the grand total for each column. So I can go ahead and turn the grand totals on for the columns only, which leaves these two here but gets rid of that third column as well. In the past, we've looked at how we can change the number formats. Let's go ahead and do that for these particular products. Let me just change that to look with 2 decimal places. And then on the design tab, we can do a couple other things, which is to use the built-in pivot table styles. These styles have what are called a auto preview, and I could hover over any one of them until maybe I find the one I'm looking for, and it quickly and easily changes the color and some of the fonts, and it makes it nice and easy to have a clean looking pivot table. You can use these features here and say I want to have banded rows, but you can at any point you can add your own formatting. So anything you know from normal Excel formatting is certainly available. And if I really wanted to highlight this particular column for whatever reason, I can always go to the Home tab and just use the same tools that I have always used before. So maybe there's just these 2 products that my company is really interested in. I just want to do that for the purpose of the reporting. I always have these options available to me. Now the one caveat to that is if you pivot again, the formatting may get lost depending on what happens with the new report. So you have to keep that in mind, that you really want to add these extra formatting pieces all the way at the very end of the pivot table designing so that you're ready to go. And at this point, we have a nice looking pivot table. It's really easy to use, but the last thing I might want to do is sort this information so I can see my products in descending order. So I could click on this field and I could just click on sort Z to A, and now I'm looking at my best USA product going from top to bottom with my grand totals and everything else still holding still. But notice where that formatting stayed with those particular products, and so that's a really nice feature. And again, keeping in mind that every formatting option from a normal Excel worksheet is still available. So that's just some quick and easy design tricks when you're working with pivot tables. I hope that helps, and I hope you have fun creating your own version of pivot tables.